doing? Hello and hi to everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you all are doing good. Before we start, I would like to read up few names who have joined us for the live. Hello Tanishka, hello Mamta. We have Nirjal, Arya. So good to see all the names who have been with me since the first live session of mine. Hello Nasrin, hello Mamta, hello Tanishka. Seems Nirjal is very much excited. Hi Gargi, how are you doing? Exams are starting from next week onwards. OMG. I have been into the ghosted mode since past few weeks. But now I think you all are aware about the schedule. Yeah. You all can go and check it out in the community tab. Also, I posted the schedule. We have daily some or the other upload. So I just want you guys to do well. Yeah, so expecting that I will be completing a lot of syllabus of yours before your exams actually starts. I think few of them might be having their exam before Diwali, that is around 15th 16th of October. So my target is to complete it before that. Yes, Nirjal. So I think we will do it. There are a lot many videos of English which are already been posted on the channel. I hope you guys have watched that up. So do watch that up. There are also many upcoming videos of English poem like Invictus Ho Gaya. Then I think Autumn also has been lined up. So yeah, many things are coming up. Hello, hi Nidhi. Hi, how are you doing? I am super good. So good to see you guys. Yes, Tanishka. But we are starting now. All right, 11th of October. Okay, we will try to complete as much as possible before it. So today the chapter which we are doing is chapter 3, exogenetic processes. Yeah. So exogenetic process, again, it's a very important chapter, but at the same time quite easier one. Yeah. So okay, quite easier one, but you remember we had a chapter named to be as endogenetic processes. Okay, so endogenetic process was about the internal movements which used to happen inside the earth. Today what we are doing is exogenetic process. Yeah, so exogenetic process is nothing but the moment which are happening in the external part. ओके, सो एक्सटर्नल पार्ट में जो मोमेंट्स होते हैं जिसके वजह से हमारे लैंडफॉर्म्स क्रिएट होते हैं, एक्सटर्नली जो लैंडफॉर्म को प्रेशर होता है, that is known to be as exogenetic process. Now there are various reasons for exogenetic process to happen. Okay, सो काफी सारे रीजंस होते हैं एक्सोजेनेटिक. जैसे इफ यू रिमेंबर लास्ट चैप्टर में हमने एंडोजेनेटिक पढ़ा था, एंड इन दैट इट वाज मेड वेरी मच क्लियर that because of internal movements, we had endogenetic, we had formation and degradation of landforms, we had block mountains and rift valley. Yaad hai? Yes. So today we are studying the exogenetic process, which is the external process. And what are the landforms that are formed because of such kind of exogenetic process? That is what our target for today is. So are you guys ready? I'll be taking all the questions at the end of the session. So whatever the query that you guys are having, you can post it in the in the chat box. I'll be reading those up at the end of them. I can see there are many questions students are having, that what happened for the past 2 3 weeks, where were you? So I'll address all of them, but at the end of the session. Okay, moving ahead with exogenetic process part 1. I have divided this chapter into various parts for easy understanding of the chapter. Okay, so exogenetic, like I said, it is an external process which is happening because of the forces वर्किंग ऑन द अर्थ सरफेस. इंटरनल जैसे अर्थक्वेक या वॉल्केनिक इरप्शन हुआ तो हम कैसे समझ जाते हैं कि हाँ क्योंकि लावा इरप्ट हुआ है, सो उस वजह से चेंजेस हो रहे हैं, राइट? वैसे ही ये लावा निकल कर तो बाहर आता है, सो उसके बाद क्या होता है, व्हाट आर द things that are happening because of the external pressure which is happening on the landform. Okay, moving ahead with it, they are mainly solar energy, gravitational force, kinetic energy, which are associated with the moving objects on the Earth's surface. We know gravitational force, whatever goes up comes down, kinetic energy, solar energy, the heat. Yeah, this is the reason for the movement that is happening on the Earth's surface, right? So ये जो landforms है which are formed on earth surface because of internal movements, इनको हम primary and secondary landforms बोलते हैं, जो हम already पढ़ चुके हैं in the previous chapter, like continent, the formation of mountain, the formation of plateau, the formation of plains, etc, 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 right? Today the chapter which we are doing is about the external processes like weathering, erosion, transportation, deposition, प्राइमरी सेकेंडरी लैंडफॉर्म्स, tertiary landforms जैसे कि valley, sand dunes, delta, U-shaped valleys, etc, etc. So these are something which are happening because of external process. Hello, Karthik. Karthik was the first child of mine who had joined my live session for the first time. There were only two students at that time. One was Karthik out of that. And so good to see that today also he is there for the live. All right. So moving ahead with it. So external processes, there are a lot many external processes. अच्छा, मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल देती हूँ. Do you know sand dunes? नहीं पता. रेगिस्तान पता है? The desert area. You might have seen in the movies also. Yeah. Like एक था टाइगर में आपने देखा होगा. Yeah, the desert area, sand dunes. So those sand dunes जो होते हैं ना, ये कैसे अब डेजर्ट एरिया हमारे कंट्री में इंक्रीज होता जा रहा है. क्यों? क्योंकि हवा चलती है, अपने साथ कुछ यू नो मिट्टी को लेकर जाती है, फिर दूसरी जगह उसे गिरा देती है, मतलब कि ट्रांसपोर्टेशन हो गया. फिर वहीं पे वो मिट्टी जो है वो बेड सी जाती है, दैट इज डिपोजिशन. इरोजन मतलब कि वो अपने साथ लेकर जाना, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मीन्स ट्रैवलिंग फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर, deposition means वहीं पे रख देना. Okay, so that is how the transportation, erosion and deposition is happening, जिसके वजह से valleys होते हैं, sand dunes बनते हैं, U shaped valleys होते हैं, V shaped valleys होते हैं, काफी कुछ होता है. Okay, so be ready to study this chapter. Let's move ahead and see that there's a question on the screen. Why are rocks broken, fractured? Fractured मतलब या सिमिलरली जैसे आपके बोन्स फ्रैक्चर हो जाते हैं while playing football or maybe after falling down. Yeah, similarly rocks are also broken, rocks are also fractured, they also have holes in them. Okay, so breaking or weakening of rocks, weakening means कि कभी कभी रॉक्स जो है ना वो बहुत वीक हो जाते हैं, बहुत ही जैसे वी ह्यूमन बींग्स, we also become weak, right? Yeah, similarly due to natural phenomenon की बहुत बारिश हो जाना, बहुत स्नोफॉल हो जाना, इसकी वजह से भी है ना रॉक्स ब्रेक होना शुरू होते हैं और वीक होना शुरू होते हैं. Okay, and so they create holes in them, they create fracture means cracks in them, and this complete process is known to be as the process of weathering. Okay, this complete process is known to be as the process of weathering. Okay, so I repeat again, इसको अच्छे से दिमाग के अंदर बिठा देने का. क्या कि breaking या weathering of rocks, weathering means broken, fractured, any holes which are there. Okay, so breaking or weakening of rocks is a natural process, है ना. हम जाके ऐसे थोड़ी ना होल करते रॉक के ऊपर, it is a natural process. Yeah, and this is known to be as the weathering, this is known to be as the weathering. Hello Yuvraj. Okay, so this is how the weathering process is. Now remember, there are three types of weathering. One is mechanical weathering, one is chemical weathering, one is biological weathering. ओके, तो थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ वेदरिंग है. हम आज मैकेनिकल वेदरिंग करेगा. मैकेनिकल वेदरिंग स्टूडेंट्स, इट्स आल्सो नोन टू बी एज द यू नो physical weathering. ठीक है, तो in case a question comes in the exam that mechanical weathering is also known to be as, it is also known to be as a physical weathering. ठीक है, weathering का मतलब मैंने अभी आपको बताया that weathering is nothing but weakening or breaking up of the rocks. Hello, Ikra. I don't know whether I pronounced your name properly or not. It's Ikra or Ikra. But yeah, hello and hi to everyone. Okay. So, mechanical weathering, chemical weathering, and biological weathering, these are the three types of weathering. Okay. Mechanical means physical activities की वजह से. Chemical means sometimes there are, we release the chemical water, sometimes even acidic rain and everything, तो उसके अंदर भी chemicals होते हैं. तो that is, जब वो चीजों के वजह से rocks को नुकसान होता है, तो that is chemical weathering. Biological weathering is weakening because of animals, plants या microbes. आपको पता है कभी कभी प्लांट के रूट्स जो है वो स्टोन के बीच में से कहीं से भी निकल कर आते हैं. So basically, it is going to break a stone or the rock, and then it makes us places from the between the stone, right? कभी कभी आपने बहुत बार notice किया होगा, right? That rocks के बीच में से there is a plant which is growing up. Yeah, so that is, students, nothing but the weathering which is a biological. So biological weathering is like because of plants, एनिमल्स या माइक्रोब्स की वजह से अगर रॉक्स वीक हो जाते हैं या ब्रेक हो जाते हैं, दैट इज बायोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस. ठीक है, सो वन बाय वन वी विल बी सीइंग इट, बट दीज आर द थ्री टाइप्स of the three types of weathering which are normally there: mechanical, chemical, and biological. ठीक है, okay, all right. Now I hope you all understood what weathering is. If you all understood what weathering is, type weathering in the chat box so that मुझे समझ आ जाएगा कि आप सभी को समझ आ गया है. Spelling of weathering is WEATHERING. Okay, if you guys have understood what weathering process is, weathering क्या होता है, type weathering in the chat box. Spelling of weathering, you can see it on the screen, WEATHERING. Okay, Nidhi. Okay, I'm giving you 2 more seconds to type it. Okay, Arya, Karthik, Tanushka, Nidhi, Gargi. All right. Hello. Okay, Nasrin. Yes, Karthik, I'll address to yours and everyone's query at the end. Even Nidhi and many of them had this query. Okay, first unit from 4th October. All right. The days are very much near. Okay, so moving ahead with what is mechanical weathering. A mechanical weathering को ना समझने के लिए, this is the best thing which is kind of a very easy for us to understand mechanical weathering. हम सब ने onion देखा है. So when we cut the onion from between, we know, आप देख सकते हो in the second image how the layers of onion are coming up. Yeah, onion के कैसे अलग अलग layers बन रहे हैं. Yes, that is what mechanical weathering is. Okay, basically, mechanical weathering is creating a layers on the rocks. ओके, मैकेनिकल वेदरिंग के वजह से क्या हो रहा है, हमारे रॉक्स के ऊपर लेयर्स बन रहे हैं. लाइक यू कैन सी इट ऑन द स्क्रीन ऑल्सो कि एक अनियन के कैसे लेयर्स हो जाते हैं, सिमिलरली आपके मैकेनिकल वेदरिंग के भी लेयर्स हो जाते हैं. नाउ देयर आर वेरियस रीजंस बिकॉज ऑफ व्हिच दिस लेयर्स आर हैपनिंग. Okay, now before we head further, I just want to ask that what did you notice over here? So obviously that you guys have noticed that there are many layers, बहुत सारे outer layers बन चुके हैं, right? There are many outer layers of the onion which has happened, जो आप एक एक करके remove कर सकते हो. Similarly, my dear students, हमारे जो rocks होते हैं, rocks के ऊपर भी layers जो है वो निकलना शुरू होते हैं because of heat, like because of high temperature, because of rain, then because of many other reasons. Frost means snow. Okay, frost हो गया, rain हो गया, because of high temperature हो गया. So these are the reason because of which mechanical weathering is occurring. So mechanical weathering mainly occurs because of temperature, frost, crystal growth, release of pressure, and water. Okay, you, I think you all had a poem also जिसके अंदर लिखा था कि water is some, or I think chapter was there, alchemy of nature. I don't remember it is in 10th or it is in 9th, but it will be there. ओके, सो इट्स लाइक कि पानी है ना, भले ही बहुत सॉफ्ट होता है, रॉक बहुत हार्ड होता है, बट व्हेन वाटर हिट्स टू द रॉक अगेन एंड अगेन, अगेन एंड अगेन, तो वाटर के फोर्स की वजह से देयर कैन बी अ क्रैक इनटू द rocks. Okay, so there are various types of mechanical weathering, which can happen because of temperature, because of frost, because of crystal growth, because of release of pressure, या फिर water के वजह से. ठीक है, I have put it in the chat box also the various reasons for the mechanical weathering, so you guys can all check the chat box. That will be very helpful for you. Hello Purvaja, you are late today for the session, dear. ऑलराइट, सो ये जो प्रोसेस है ना, जहां पे आउटर लेयर निकलता जा रहा है रॉक्स का, दिस इज नोन टू बी एज एक्सफोलिएशन. दिस इज नोन टू बी एज exfoliation of the rock. I repeat, this process where the outer layer is getting scrapped out from the rock, बाहर एक अनियन के लेयर की तरह आप देख सकते हो इन द इमेज, हाउ द आउटर लेयर इज गेटिंग आउट, या ऐसे निकल रहा है, तो उसे हम एक्सफोलिएशन बोलते हैं. आर यू गाइस क्लियर विथ एक्सफोलिएशन? जस्ट पोस्ट एक्सफोलिएशन इफ यू अंडरस्टूड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ एक्सफोलिएशन. अगर आपको एक्सफोलिएशन का कंसेप्ट समझ आ गया है, जस्ट राइट एक्सफोलिएशन इन द चैट बॉक्स. द स्पेलिंग इज EXogenetic, FOLIATION. You can see it on the screen as well. Very good, Tanishka, Karthik. Okay, waiting for 2 more seconds. Nirjal. Okay, all right. Ikra. Okay, Nasrin. Okay, so yeah, that is how exfoliation is about. Moving ahead with the next part of mechanical weathering because of temperature. Like I told you that there are various reasons for mechanical weathering to happen. उनमें से एक reason है हमारा temperature. Okay, Arya and Gargi. Fine. So moving ahead with it, we have various reasons for mechanical weathering to happen. Like temperature is also one of them. So let's see कि temperature के वजह से क्या क्या होता है. Now, because of temperature, because of temperature, there are various things which happen, like the minerals in the rocks expand because of the heat and contract when the temperature decreases. जब बहुत ज्यादा हीट होता है ना, तो हमारे रॉक्स के अंदर जो मिनरल्स होते हैं वो एक्सपांड होना शुरू होते हैं. और अगर रॉक्स के अंदर के मिनरल्स एक्सपांड होंगे तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है, रॉक में क्रैक क्रिएट हो जाएगा, राइट? और जब हीट कम हो जाती है, मतलब कि जब टेम्परेचर गिर जाता है, टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज हो जाता है, तो ये मिनरल्स जो है ये एक्सपांड होना बंद कर देते हैं, तो फिर से हमारे रॉक में चेंजेस आता है. So because of the change in temperature, the minerals expand, and so when the temperature decreases, the minerals contract. So उसके वजह से भी there is a crack inside the rock. There is a crack inside the rock. Okay, all right. So moving ahead, now this is a continuous process. Now आप अगर rubber band को बार बार, if you expand the rubber band, अगर आप बार बार उस rubber band को expand करो, बार बार उस rubber band को खींचोगे, फिर उसे ऐसे करोगे, फिर ऐसे करोगे, ऐसे, एक बार तो वो ब्रेक हो जाएगा ना. There will be a time when the rubber band will actually break, right? So that is what it is happening for this mechanical weathering because of temperature. जब बार बार हीट के वजह से रॉक्स के अंदर के मिनरल्स एक्सपांड होते हैं, फिर जब टेम्परेचर कम होता है तो फिर से वो मिनरल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होते हैं. ओके, तो दिस इज क्रिएटिंग अ टेंशन. वेरी गुड तनिष्का. दिस इज क्रिएटिंग अ टेंशन बिटवीन द रॉक्स, और इसकी वजह से रॉक्स वेदर्ड हो जाते हैं. वेदर्ड मीन्स दे ब्रेक, दे बिकम वीक. ओके, so that is how it is happening. All right. Okay, so moving ahead with the next point, each mineral reacts differently to the temperature. हर मिनरल अलग अलग तरीके से रिएक्ट करता है. देर आर आयरन इन द रॉक्स, और हर एक मिनरल जो है वो हमारे हीट, सनलाइट के साथ, टेम्परेचर के साथ अलग अलग तरीके से रिएक्ट करता है. कुछ मिनरल्स एक्सपांड होते हैं तो कुछ मिनरल्स जो है वो contract होते हैं. There are certain minerals which expand, while there are few minerals which are not expanding, which are contracting. Okay, so similarly the tension is formed in the rocks also increases and decreases. There are certain tension. Just now, you know, just now Tanishka said that this tension is either getting formed, which is increasing, which is decreasing. Okay, so ये tension ही है जिसके वजह से हमारा rock weathered हो रहा है. We will not say it is breaking or it is getting weak. We will call it as weathering, because that is the actual term which defines the weathering, the breaking of the rock. The cracks develop in the rocks and they break in areas where the diurnal range of temperature is there. Diurnal range of temperature means, my dear students, it basically means the difference between the daily maximum and minimum temperature. Do you know, I don't know how many of y'all are knowing about this or not, but this is a really very amazing fact about the desert area. Yeah, if you know the Sahara desert also na, so ये जो हमारा Sahara desert है, अफ्रीका का सहारा डेजर्ट, सो इनफैक्ट दैट डेजर्ट में दिन में टेम्परेचर 50-52 डिग्री सेल्सियस भी होता है. बट you know, at night the temperature falls down to, at night the temperature falls down to even -11, -20 degree also. Talk about the Jaisalmer. Yes, Sahara Desert of Africa. Right. Talk about the Jaisalmer, which is in India. You know, there in the daytime, the temperature is so much. It is so heat over there. But at night, the temperature is very pleasing. Sometimes it goes beyond minus as well. ओके, सो इन सच एरिया जहां पे टेम्परेचर एक ही दिन में अलग अलग होता है और बहुत अलग होता है, मैक्सिमम और मिनिमम इज टू डिफरेंट. सो इन दैट काइंड ऑफ ए रीजन, वहां पे ये टेम्परेचर की वजह से मैकेनिकल वेदरिंग होता है. व्हेन यू विजिट राजस्थान एंड द हॉट प्लेसेस, यू विल सी सच काइंड ऑफ रॉक्स, जैसे कि हमने इससे पहले के स्लाइड में देखा था, where the layers are getting exfoliated. Okay, so this is a very common in hot desert. Weathering of temperature is very common in hot desert. Okay, moving to the next reason, mechanical weathering occurs due to frost. इससे पहले what did we started? We started that mechanical weathering occurs because of temperature. Now we are studying because of frost. ठीक है? Okay, I can see. Hello Swara, welcome to the live for the first time. Yes, Gargi. Such kind of weathering, that is temperature wala weathering, is very much common in hot desert. जहाँ पे exfoliation होता है, means layers अलग अलग होते हैं. Yes, Daksh, why not go ahead? Okay, if it is, yes, Arya says, when you are posting figures of very soon, Arya. Actually, I read your comment. So yeah, we can plan it up in this week itself. Like Sunday, we have, so we can. Okay. Yes, Karthik, I will be teaching you guys for next year 10th also, if you guys want it. If you want कि मैम बस हो गया अभी अगले साल मत आना, मैं नहीं आऊंगी. So if you guys want it, I'll post it for 10th standard as well. Daksh, Oh, Daksh, no, Daksh. Do I look like that? No. Okay, so moving ahead with mechanical weathering occurs due to frost. Okay, so mechanical weathering occurring because of frost. There are various reasons for mechanical weathering to happen. उनमें से एक था temperature and another one is frost. ठीक है? So in areas where temperature falls below 0 degrees Celsius. So क्या बोला है? Which kind of area? The area where the temperature falls below 0 degree Celsius. So वैसे में क्या होता है? That the water is getting accumulated. What does accumulated means? Accumulated means जमा हो जाना, इकट्ठा हो जाना. So ये जो हमारे rocks के बीच में cracks है ना, as you can see over here. Yeah, see, this is a crack which is there, and in that the water has become accumulated. अब जब टेम्परेचर 0 डिग्री से कम हो जाएगा तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है दैट द वाटर विल स्टार्ट फ्रीजिंग एंड व्हेन द वाटर फ्रीज वो क्या बन जाता है इट बिकम्स आइस सो दिस लीड्स टू टेंशन इन द रॉक इसके वजह से क्या होता है this leads to tension in the rock आप देख सकते हो in the third where it is written the rock is breaking up see when the water was filled in the crack in the first image yeah in the second it got freeze to ice and after it got freeze obvious सी बात है ना अगर आप एक बॉटल के अंदर पानी भरो प्लास्टिक की बॉटल के अंदर भी पानी भरो चलेगा और उसके बाद ना वो बॉटल को फ्रीजर में रख दो ओके फ्रीजर में रखने के बाद वो पानी पूरा आइस हो जाएगा जब वो पूरा आइस हो जाएगा उसके बाद जोर से उस बॉटल को गिरा दो even it is a plastic still that bottle will crack down क्यों because उसके अंदर का पानी जो है which was in a liquid state now it's a ice which is actually in the solid state and because of that pressure the tension is created और वही चीज हमारे rocks के ऊपर भी होती है that rocks break up into two parts like you can see in the third image okay so I think you all can see the image and it is clear to you all that is how the mechanical weathering occurs due to frost. If you all understood this concept, please write down frost in the chat box so that I'll get to know कि आपको समझ आ गया है. I'm giving you 3 seconds for that. Frost is the spelling of frost. Daksh, we have the complete schedule for this week. You can check the community tab. मैंने वहाँ post कर रखा है इस हफ्ते का पूरा schedule. So go and check that out. I think it will help you out. Yes, semesters of English are 100 marks. Yes, Nirjal. Okay, Karthik, Nirjal, Arya, Nasrin, Gargi. Okay, Frost. All right. So, yeah, let's move ahead to the next concept that is mechanical weathering occurring due to crystal growth. So, because of crystal growth, also, mechanical weathering is there. You know what crystal growth is? Yeah, crystal growth is, nothing but स्मॉल आइस के पार्टिकल्स हो जाना ओके जैसे कि ग्राउंड वाटर व्हेन इट मूव्स इनटू द एम्प्टी पोर या एम्प्टी स्पेसेस जो रॉक में होते हैं अगर वहां ग्राउंड वाटर भर जाता है ना तो वो क्रिस्टल ग्रो होना शुरू होता है ये क्रिस्टल किससे बने होते हैं पता है वाटर तो इवेपोरेट हो जाता है बट सॉल्ट जो है वो पीछे रह जाता है बिकॉज ग्राउंड वाटर में सॉल्ट होता है और ये सॉल्ट पीछे रह जाता है विच क्रिएट्स क्रिस्टल्स so salt crystallization is very common in drier climates so जहाँ पे dry climate होता है ना my dear students वहाँ पे ये salt crystallization is very much common okay so in rocky coast waves hit the sea cliff and the water is alkaline alkaline means salty alkaline means salty all right so जहाँ पे uh, yeah so जहाँ पे भी we have a sea cliff मतलब कि suppose this is a mountain and this is sea which is flowing over there yeah so ये sea cliff हो गया this is nothing but this mountain is a sea cliff ओके, सो ये जो रॉक का पार्ट है ना, यहाँ पे द वन विच आई हैव हाईलाइटेड, यहाँ पे पानी बार बार लगने के वजह से क्या हो जाएगा, क्रैक क्रिएट हो जाएगा, इट विल हिट द क्रैक्स इन द रॉक। और पानी के अंदर तो सॉल्ट होता है, द सल्यूबल मटेरियल इन द रॉक गेट्स डिसॉल्व्ड। रॉक के जो भी सॉल्यूबल मटेरियल होते हैं, सॉल्यूबल मींस जो पानी के अंदर घुल जाए, सो वो तो क्या हो जाएंगे, वो डिसॉल्व हो जाएंगे पानी के अंदर। okay, which leads to the formation of small holes in the rocks, और उनकी जगह खाली हो जाएगी, रॉक्स में होल क्रिएट हो जाएंगे। ये होल के अंदर क्या स्टोर होगा, alkaline water, you know, the alkaline water, the salty water will get stored in this holes, and heat के वजह से, due to heat, the water will turn into water vapor, और वो तो evaporate हो जाएगा, क्या हो जाएगा, water will get evaporate। okay, so water जब evaporate हो जाएगा ना, तो पीछे क्या रह जाएगा, obviously it is the salt which will be left behind, so salt crystals बन जाएंगे of alkaline materials। okay, सो क्रिस्टल्स आर ऑक्यूपाइंग मोर स्पेस, जिसके वजह से, अब ऑब्वियस सी बात है ना, क्रिस्टल्स को तो ज्यादा स्पेस चाहिएगा, सॉल्ट क्रिस्टल्स है, तो वो जब ज्यादा ज्यादा जगह लेते जाएंगे तो क्रैक क्रिएट हो जाएगा इनटू द रॉक, एंड रॉक्स विल गेट weathered, वो वीक हो जाएंगे, वो ब्रेक हो जाएंगे। the holes in the rocks looks like honeycomb, this question comes in the exam। okay, so my dear students, remember, क्रिस्टल ग्रोथ के वजह से क्या होती, क्रिस्टल ग्रोथ के वजह से सॉल्ट क्रिस्टलाइजेशन हो जाता है, और उसके वजह से इट क्रिएट्स टेंशन इन द रॉक, holes are created, and these holes look like a honeycomb, you can see on the images which are, you know, shown on the screen। yeah, so ये जो images आपको दिख रहा है ना, so this images of two rocks, you can see it looks like a honeycomb। yeah, ऐसे जाली जाली सा honeycomb में जैसे होता है, so it is looking like that। so this is how it happens। Moving to mechanical weathering because of release of pressure. I won't take much time of yours, so let's do it quickly. At the end, I'll take all your questions, okay? So, tension is not only created because of temperature, freezing of water, or crystallization. ओके, टेंशन मीन्स जो क्रैक है, जो ब्रेकिंग ऑफ रॉक्स हो रहा है, ये सिर्फ टेम्परेचर, फ्रीजिंग ऑफ वाटर मतलब कि फ्रॉस्ट या क्रिस्टलाइजेशन की वजह से, सिर्फ इसके वजह से ही नहीं हो रहा, बट व्हेन द प्रेशर गेट्स रिलीज्ड ना, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आल्सो द टेंशन इज क्रिएटेड। कैसे, द आउटर लेयर ऑफ रॉक एक्सर्ट प्रेशर ऑन इनर एंड लोअर लेयर ऑफ द रॉक। सपोज ये रॉक है, ठीक है, या सपोज दिस इज अ रॉक विच वी आर सीइंग ऑन द स्क्रीन। ओके, ये रॉक के अंदर अलग अलग लेयर्स होते हैं। So these are the various layers which are there inside the rock। okay, so when the pressure is coming on the outer layer, so जब outer layer पे pressure आता है ना, तो हमारा outer layer जो है वो क्या हो जाता है, the outer layer gets अवे। तो प्रेशर अब डायरेक्टली किस पे आ रहा है, हमारे लोअर लेवल पे। सो दिस वे इट क्रिएट्स प्रेशर। ओके, एंड व्हेन द प्रेशर स्टॉप्स टू एग्जिस्ट, इनर और लोअर लेयर गेट्स फ्रीड फ्रॉम द प्रेशर। जब ये प्रेशर आना बंद हो जाता है तो इनर और लोअर लेयर रह जाता है, बट ये जो आउटर लेयर था ना हमारा रेड वाला, वो तो जा चुका है, इट हैड गॉट वेदर्ड। सो इस तरह से भी बिकॉज ऑफ प्रेशर ऑल्सो देर इज अ वेदरिंग हैपनिंग। वेदरिंग क्या होती, इट इज नथिंग बट ब्रेकिंग और वीकनिंग ऑफ रॉक्स। ओके, moving to the next one, that is mechanical weathering occurring due to water। so water की वजह से भी there is mechanical weathering happening। let's see, yeah, so soaking of rock water also causes weathering। okay, जब rock पानी जो है वो अपने अंदर ले लेता है, रॉक्स जैसे कि सैंडस्टोन या कॉग्लोमेरेट हो गया। ओके, सो जब किसी एरिया में जब बहुत बारिश आती है तो ये रॉक्स अपने अंदर कुछ पानी ले लेते हैं, पानी एब्सॉर्ब कर लेते हैं। so these rocks are formed because of pressure on the agglomeration of sand particles। okay, तो ये जो rocks है ये क्यों हो रहे हैं, agglomeration of rock particles। agglomeration of rock particles का मतलब क्या होता है, agglomeration is nothing students but collecting water. ओके, सो जब बहुत सारा पानी इकट्ठा हो जाता है, जब बहुत सारा पानी जो है बिकॉज रेनफॉल के वजह से उस सैंड पार्टिकल्स के अंदर बहुत सारा पानी क्या हो जाता है, अक्यूमुलेट हो जाता है. मड ऑल्सो मेक सैंड पार्टिकल्स कम टूगेदर. मड भी सारा सैंड पार्टिकल, क्योंकि पानी, अब इमेजिन यू आर गोइंग टू अ बीच एंड यू आर पुटिंग वाटर इन द सैंड, तो वो पूरी मिट्टी एक साथ आ जाएगी ना, राइट? So when water penetrates such rocks, the particle gets loose and separate from main rock. तो अगर सपोज आपने एक पूरा मिट्टी का बना बना के एक बहुत बड़ा सा गोला बना दिया है, और वो हीट के वजह से अब एक रॉक बन गया है, बिकॉज रॉक इज नथिंग बट सैंड पार्टिकल्स ओनली, राइट? सो जब बहुत पानी उनको लगेगा, तो ऑब्वियस सी बात है ये वो सैंड पार्टिकल्स लूज हो जाएंगे और अलग अलग हो जाएंगे, राइट? जैसे कि आप स्क्रीन पे देख पा रहे हो. सो ये सैंड पार्टिकल्स के साथ भी ऐसे ही हो रहा है, ये लूज होते जा रहे हैं, और जब ये लूज होते हैं तो दाने दाने जैसा क्रिएट हो जाता है, जिसे हम ग्रैन्युलर वेदरिंग बोलते हैं. So because of water, what happens? Because of water, granular weathering is happening. Okay, so granular weathering is happening because of penetrating of water. Sand becomes loose and it creates grain like structure, dane dane jaisa. So that is the reason it is known to be as granular weathering. I hope it is clear to everyone. So what we have started today, my dear students, it's nothing but the mechanical weathering occurring due to temperature, due to frost, due to uh, uh, release of pressure, yeah, crystal growth and water. So with this we are done with the mechanical weathering. Next lecture we will be starting with the chemical weathering. But the question of the day is, what is mechanical weathering? I want you all to answer this in the comment box after the live session is over, so that I can tell you guys whether it is right or wrong. Okay, with this, stay tuned to the community tab. आप लोगों ने अगर अब तक लाइक नहीं किया है वीडियो को, तो मेक श्योर दैट यू लाइक इट अप, okay, and then leave the session. All right, so okay, I'll be posting lot many questions related to today's video in the community tab, so I want you all to answer those up. ठीक है? Part 2 will be continued in the next particular lecture. The schedule for this particular week is already there in the community tab. So I want you all to go through the community tab so that आपको वो पता चल जाए कि हमारा इस week का schedule क्या है. If you have any question, you can post it in the chat box so that I can review all of them. Ma'am, please cover English grammar. Yes, Nirjal. In fact, I am planning for this particular week or next week to target English grammar. Hansika, this particular for semester we are late. Still, stay tuned to the community tab. मैं वहाँ पे काफी सारे चीजें post करती हूँ which will help you up to revise. Okay. Yes, Nasrin, your point was correct. Okay. Ma'am, please take live lectures daily because exams are there in October and your teaching makes easy for us to understand. Yes, Tanishka, for that, did you watch the community tab? मैंने वहाँ पे इस week के सारे live lectures और क्या क्या posting होने वाले सब डाल रखे हैं. कौन सा live होगा, कौन सा ये होगा, सब post कर रखा है. So just go through that and check once. Anya says, hello, Anya. Arya, I hope you understood well. Exam in 4 days to go. बहुत जल्दी है exam, Baba. I think few and many schools are having the exams from 15th, 16th of October. Why so long gap? Why so long gap? Many reasons. I was not keeping well, and various reasons. I was busy into some other work, and that was not letting me. But yeah, this week completely I have dedicated to you guys, and every day something or the other post is coming up. So I want you all to watch it up. Also share it with your friends. Come on, matlab, you want me to come live? Why don't you share it with your friends? So yeah, let's share it with a friend so that it will help. Please take English grammar clauses. Oh yeah, one of the toughest topic I think of grammar which students find it difficult is clauses. But clauses सीखने के लिए हमें tenses सीखना पड़ेगा पहले. But I can give you all a easy funda for clauses. In fact, अगर मुझे ग्रामर लेक्चर लेने को टाइम नहीं मिला ना, तो मैं आप लोगों को इजी फंडा दे दूंगी क्लॉजेस के लिए. इनफैक्ट बहुत सारे ग्रामर टॉपिक्स के लिए. सो दैट आई पोस्टेड इन द कम्युनिटी टैब. सो आप लोग इनफैक्ट अगर मैं भूल भी जाऊं तो यू ऑल कैन जस्ट रिमाइंड मी आप बाय कमेंटिंग इन एनी वन ऑफ द वीडियो, तो मुझे याद आ जाएगा. आई हैव रियली गुड फंडास फॉर ग्रामर, so I can really help you all up. Tenses, I can vouch कि once I teach the tenses आप लोग कभी नहीं भूलोगे tenses. So yeah, I can help with the tenses too. Karthik, direct indirect speech is there already. I have thought that, and उसका वीडियो आपको ग्रामर के प्लेलिस्ट में मिल जाएगा. Go and check it out. Okay. Thank you, Nirjal. Thank you so much. Glad to know that you guys are able to understand it well. All right, I think there are no more questions which are there. Yeah, you will get it. Reported speech, direct, indirect करके है. So you will get that. Tenses पक्का पक्का. Tenses I'll do it. And clauses के लिए I'll give you a very easy fundas. And I'll post that in a community tab only. मेरे पास grammar के काफी सारे ऐसे fundas है which I normally give to students before their exam. So I'll share all that things with you guys also. It will help you all up in the exam. Like model auxiliary के भी कुछ fundas होते हैं which if you apply it, your grammar will be like super. So I'll post that and okay. All right. So do share this live session with your friends. Let's see if we can, mark 100 views till night today. Schools are reopening. Yes, I heard the news very soon. So you guys are going to love your school days again back. Nice, nice. Okay, so I think I'll take up a leave. Take a lot of care. See you guys tomorrow with a new video. I think Invictus is going to come up tomorrow at 7. Okay, so stay tuned. Invictus is very important poem and at the same time it is difficult. So Invictus poem का video जरूर देखना. ठीक है? चलो. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care.